Hello and welcome everybody to another day of the Bridon League. This is Group C already for us, the second play day for this particular group out of the 3 play days. It is Vega Squadron versus 5 and 3, which, well, they're running with quite a lot of stand-ins yesterday. They only had 2 of the members that are present at the moment as well playing for the team. It was Maxusha as well as Time to Die Noob. At the moment, of course, Afterlife should be from Album Sheet, which are gonna participate in Group D. Metrim or Metpum, however you want to pronounce it, I don't even know. I think it's Metrim because it sounds a little bit, or at least it makes a little bit more sense, but just a second guys, just a second. Okay, I'm back now. Totally forgot to close the door, but it's a little bit awkward. I mean, Metrim played for, oh god, I'm totally forgetting what team, but it was some team from Group A or Group B. So, just most tournaments are like, you cannot have stand-ins from the same tournament. Sometimes it's like, you cannot have stand-ins if they're playing in the same group as you are. At the moment though, looks like all is legit for them, as long as we're gonna have a game, right? But Time to Die Noob, man, his connection speed is absolutely horrible. But hopefully he's gonna come in soon enough. Thank God for the just pause feature, I guess, at the moment. Next time around, when I know 5 and 3 is playing, I'm just gonna let it be, wait for everybody to load in, and then start just the game myself. Because, you know, just being a solo caster, just talking forever and ever and ever while just waiting for a player to connect in, it's gonna be rather boring for me, for you, for everybody. But of course, speaking of the past games of those two teams, 5 and 3, they did face Vega already yesterday as well. It did end up with Vega winning the game, although 5 and 3 actually did manage to get a 1 set of racks advantage. It's just a Phantom Assassin turned out to be too strong as the game delayed out a little bit longer. Also, 5 and 3 did lose their secondary game up against My Insanity, who ran a rather greedy draft, but it was also maybe a pocket strat of sorts, running a Darkseer plus a Juggernaut offlane, for example, just Ion Shell Blade Fury combination. And well, we'll see what will happen today. 5 and 3, they are 0 and 2 at the moment, whereas Vega is 1 and 1. My Insanity also sitting on 1 and 1 at X game. They are the ones with the clean slate, 2 and 0 for them. So X game did win both against Vega and My Insanity, of course. Both teams have to play against X game once again. So we might have a pretty interesting group unless X game really managed to dominate it like 6-0 or something. I would hope that this is going to be a little bit more even for this group, because for Group B, basically Unknown just completely crushed all opposition. I mean, they just didn't leave a chance for the enemies to even do anything. I think the longest game they had took 25 minutes. That's how crushing their performance was in Group B. And of course, if you were wondering about the format of this tournament, from every group, only one team advances to the secondary group stage. There, everybody plays each other once again. And from there on, it's just going to be playoffs. And the secondary group stage is meant to see, or pretty much it's a seeding group stage, wherein there's gonna be, well, the first 2 go to the upper bracket, the bottom 2 go to the lower bracket. That's just how it's gonna go, and there's gonna be a double elimination playoff with 4 teams being there. So not a long playoff or anything, but we are in the draft here, guys. 5 and 3 team versus Vega Squadron in this best of 1. As well, Vengeful Spirit the first ban, Axe though banned out by Vega. Axe definitely a hero that most teams just pick up at the moment and like to utilize. It is definitely a strong hero. Maybe slightly momentum based, but Axe usually does manage to find the momentum, or at least get a pretty decently timed Blink Dagger. Whether it be from just getting kills on lanes or just farming up stacks in the jungle. Somehow, most Axe players do usually then tend to get their farm one way or the other. But IO also taken out. Vega themselves could have easily played an IO if they really wanted to, but they even have a first pick. Probably though, they themselves are not as avid of the IO fans to just go for the first pick. They could go for something else, of course, as well. Maybe like a Tidehunter could. Never mind. Tidehunter, not that popular these days, but Juggernaut most certainly is. But 5 and 3, A Troll Warlord is available for them, for example, if they want to go for that one. Like a Troll Skyrev Mage combination, not too shabby. One for the physical damage, one for the magical. Also, Ancient Seal is pretty good against Juggernaut. And although Juggernauts do tend to build a Manta style rather often, especially if they should face a Skyrev Mage, it's still gonna be a rather good hero to have. I mean, Manta style won't be coming out for quite some time, so the Troll is the first pick. What will the secondary be though? Are we gonna see maybe a straight offlaner? Whether it be the Tide, maybe a Centaur wouldn't be too shabby either. To be honest, against the Juggernaut, even a Bristleback isn't too horrible. Pretty tanky himself, of course. Goo is always gonna be nice, especially if you want to go for Roshan, for example. And with the Battle Trance, I mean, Bristleback, you don't usually think of him as like the massive right-click damage hero. But if you have enough Warpath stacks, you actually do I just got freaking confused myself at the moment. Don't worry guys, it's all fine. As Lion, the pick for 5 and 3 team, so Vega Squadron now. Having the Juggernaut, maybe they themselves could go for a Skyrev Mage now. Not too bad, I mean Concussive Shot to slow them down for the Blade Fury to actually keep up with the target. Ancient Seal to boost up the damage of Blade Fury isn't too shabby either. If not, they themselves would go for something like a Tide or Centaur at the moment. Vega, they're definitely a team that likes to play rather aggressive for the most part. Juggernaut is a core hero that allows you to play that kind of style. Centaur I think would fit a little bit better than the Tide Hunter just because Centaur can go and fight a lot more often than a Tide Hunter can. I mean, Tide Hunter can go and fight, yes, but his skill set, if you take out the Ravage, usually isn't as menacing to the enemy as a Centaur is. Just 13 seconds I do believe is the cooldown on the Hoof Stomp, so theoretically every single time your blink is off cooldown you can go with the Hoof Stomp, try to get the kill that way. Double Edge of course, huge amount of magic damage as well. As Vega though, haven't really picked up anything yet for some reason. Disruptor. And they go for a Disruptor as the secondary pick. I mean, Disruptor can be good in certain situations. Usually it's picked up more as a counter pick of sorts. So I have no idea what Vega plan to run here. Maybe they want to go for a Darkseer of their own. I mean, good old Darkseer Disruptor combination. Definitely wouldn't be too shabby for them, to be honest. Now though, Magnus taken out by 5 and 3. Magnus plus a Juggernaut is a combination that has become a little bit more popular as well. I mean, Magnus overall has slowly come back into the limelight. Of course, not that tier 1 kind of so-called tier 1 hero yet. Isn't picked or banned as often, but definitely getting up there at the moment. Maybe, I mean, it would have been a pretty good combination with the Disruptor as well. But 5 and 3 team, how likely do they think it's going to be that Vega Squadron do run a Darkseer? I mean, they themselves did already lose a game yesterday up against the Juggernaut Darkseer combination on the offlane. So the loss is probably fresh in their minds. So I'm not too sure if they want to take a chance with this or not, but they do ban out the Skyrev instead. And picking up a Dazzle, I mean, Dazzle can definitely be nice. Whoever gets caught in the Static Storm, as long as it's not the Dazzle, should be able to keep whatever target is there alive. With the Shadow Wave, with the Shallow Grave. Of course, even the Weave for the bonus armor might not be too bad, especially up against Juggernaut. And the thing is, if you can manage to surround the Juggernaut, even if he has the Blade Fury, the Shadow Wave will do an immense amount of physical burst damage from the Dazzle. Early on, of course, if you're like a Lion and the Dazzle yourself, you don't really want to be next to the Juggernaut because you're going to take so much damage, and if you're too low level, you just don't, first of all, have enough abilities to survive that. If you're the Dazzle, Lion is just squishy as all hell. Vega now though, they did go for the Puck. It's also a hero that they do run rather often, and I think Puck is pretty much, I'd say, never a bad hero to go for. It might not be the strongest of heroes all the time against the enemy team, but at the moment, for example, Lion of course with the instant Hex is definitely going to be pretty scary if you're the Puck. But the other heroes, not as much at all at the moment, and it's just the way Vega in the past have utilized the Puck. It's definitely going to be nice to see how much momentum they can get going A lot will come down to a 5 and 3, for example, if they can go and gank the puck early on. If they can, great. If they can't and puck gets an early building dagger, well, probably not too great. But oh, picking up a Night Stalker! Well, that crippling fear, especially in the nighttime, might be the exact thing to deal with a puck, even a Juggernaut for that matter. I do like this aggressive approach now by 5 and 3 coming out. Just picking up the Night Stalker, going balls deep, having the Dazzle to back up the dives that the Night Stalker so often wants to go for. Especially should they get an Urn of Shadows earlier on as well, would be even better for them, I'd say. As Vega, they do need another support. Something with a solid stun wouldn't be too bad. Although if they want to go for a defensive route, they could pick up an Abaddon, for example. Not too sure how much Vega have run that hero, but just getting rid of the Hex, crippling fear with the Photic Shield, just dispelling everything that might otherwise doom the target. I think Abaddon wouldn't be too bad, but then again, Abaddon and Disruptor as supports, they are rather passive, so their early game might suffer because of it a little bit. But then again, if you can keep your people alive, all the better. And the thing is that once the Abaddon gets level 6, you cannot really focus him, even if you have silences and everything. He's just gonna have the burrow time anyway to deal with you. Or at least survive for a little while longer. Unless they're gonna pick up like an axe or something like that, 5 and 3. But of course, axe is banned, so that is not in the cards for them. As Vega Squadron still need a 4 pick. What kind of support could they go for at the moment? Something with lockdown would be preferred, to be honest. I guess Witch Doctor could be possible, maybe not the greatest with a Night Stalker just running at you. But again, what support could handle a Night Stalker? I fail to just think of any. So they do go for the Witch Doctor instead. Dream Coil into that Death Ward, definitely decent enough combination. Paralyzing Cask can be one of the best stuns. Or of course it can be like one of the more useless ones with only 1 bounce and just getting like the 1-second stun. But even then, it has its uses. Of course, the Voodoo Restoration now together with the Healing Word of Juggernaut. Lots of sustain if they want to go for pushing. Of course, it will depend on what their last hero will be. The puck need not even be in the mid lane up against the Night Stalker. They could still pick up something else entirely and have the puck go off lane, for example, or for all we know, it might even be a puck safe lane with a Witch Doctor, Disruptor, Juggernaut, aggressive try. It wouldn't be too horrible, to be honest, depending on what 5 and 3 themselves will have as a try lane. But Centaur now is banned out, so they do expect Vega Squadron to go for an offlaner, and I have to say, it's highly likely that an offlaner will come out for them. Tidehunter is still very much so available, and it might even get banned out since 5 and 3 themselves need a hero, but I don't think Tide will be the correct one for 5 and 3, because I think they want to go a little bit more aggressive than a Tide would allow them to go. Legion Commander though was the choice from Vega. I guess with the Dazzle backing up the Legion, there is going to be no way that the Legion loses the duel. He might not win it, but at least he's not going to lose the duel when the Shallow Grave is there. So 5 and 3 now. If they want an offlaner, Clockwork. Tidehunter. I guess a Wind Ranger wouldn't be like super horrible. Disruptor is pretty good against that though, with that glimpse of course. But Wind Ranger offlane actually, I wouldn't mind all that much. They could even go for an aggressive tri lane themselves in all fairness, 5 and 3. If it's a Troll, Lion and Dazzle. Troll, Lion, Dazzle would fare up pretty well up against Disruptor, Witch Doctor, Juggernaut, to be honest. So if 5 and 3 do run the Troll Warlord on the safe lane, which at the moment from the 4 heroes that they have, I think is going to be the laning for them. Vega Squadron probably won't want to aggressive try into that one. Also just keep on pulling in your own jungle, stacking up the creep camps as well if need be. And oh, Batrider is still available. I can't believe I missed that. I've seen quite a lot of Batrider in the just recent days. In this game though, looks like neither team is really just putting too much emphasis on that particular hero. But 5 and 3 now. What's it gonna be? Is it just say safe lane something? Well, a Viper is the pick. So any kind of aggressive tri lane they want to go for, they can do it. Whether it be Viper, Dazzle, Lion, or Troll, Lion, Dazzle. I guess you can even do it with a Night Stalker, but that's not the most preferred one. I think Night Stalker in the mid lane still probably will do the best. Maybe as part of a dual lane can be decent as well, and They could easily run dual lanes, like Night Stalker Dazzle, for example. But Viper in a tri-lane. Viper also decent-ish against Juggernaut as it is with the Viper Strike. Once you get level 6, of course it is. Also pretty damn tanky yourself, so Vega. I think they need some more manpower unless they really want to just go as a gamble and maybe not go all in, but just try to end this game a little bit earlier. And well, Wind Ranger will be the pick as no one picks it up. Usually the mid lane player for Vega Squadron, so we'll see if that's the case this time around as well. But the game, as everybody is picking up their heroes now. For Vega, it was just clear who the hell is gonna play which hero. For 5 and 3, it's a little bit harder just because they are running with quite a couple of stand-ins. But as we actually get into the game, guys, for this best of 1, to introduce the lineups for the Radiant side, it is going to be Vega Squadron, Seema the Slayer to play the Juggernaut, leaving no one on the Wind Ranger, Arseek to handle the Disruptor with Undershock on the Witch Doctor, and that's gonna leave Pasha Basho up on the puck as the last player for them. But for the Dire side, looks like Maxusha might be a solo off-lane Night Stalker for the time being, with SSL playing the Viper, as Time to Die Noob is on the Dazzle, Metrim on the Lion, with Afterlife from Album Sheet playing the Troll Warlord. I'm not too sure if 5 and 3 were expecting an aggressive tri-lane or they legit want to play a Night Stalker off-lane. Of course, this Night Stalker being up against tri-lane not gonna have too fun of a time, and well, they already spot out the Night Stalker. He's pretty tanky, 5 base armor, 63 damage as well if he really wants to turn things around. But with the boots, he's gonna be able to skip. Or is he? Kinetic Field is there. Aren't they gonna even spin? There's the Blade Fury. Stun comes out maybe a little bit too early, but they're gonna get the kill anyway. That's gonna be first blood. Easily picked up by Undershock's Witch Doctor. Safe to say, that's not how 5 and 3 wanted to start things, although they might get the kill of their own. But Puck, he should be survivable enough. Oh, what a short range Illusion Orb though. Wanted to make sure to get out of the Hex range of Metrim, and it did work out just barely though. Lion, had he started with boots, would have definitely caught up. Vasha, Tuche. I don't know what they mean. Vasha, I guess, is a name. Not a guess, Vasha is definitely a name. Although it might mean something as well. Well, Tuche, it's like you something, I think. Goddamn, I need to start learning Russian or something. It would be so good to just actually know what the Russians are saying at all times if you're playing Dota. At least when you're a caster or like you're watching professional players interact with each other. In pubs, I don't care what the Russians are saying, in all fairness. It's probably nothing good anyway. Top lane though, Puck takes a lot of damage again. He has the illusion, but he's slowed down so much. He gets the Chaunt out though. He's gonna have to pop his healing cell. At the moment, Easy Tango Poison Touch brings him a tad lower still. Mid lane though, Wind Ranger so far 4 and 0 compared to the 1 and 0 on the Viper. Does of course start with slightly higher attack damage. Attack animation is pretty good as well, and although Viper usually is the one just at least putting on some kind of dominance in the mid lane, Wind Ranger will have none of that. We'll have the Wind Run if need be, if you need to escape. And no one, I do have to say that no one is one of the more impressive players in Vega. They, in January, haven't been that great. Before though, for example, in the POC 3, the Battle of Central Europe, they played pretty damn well, and the one thing that almost always happened is no one, he won the mid lane as Pasha going pretty aggressive at the Time to Die Noob. Afterlife will come in and oh, can he get the kill? Maybe so, he needs a few more right clicks. As Pasha, does he have a bottle coming out or something at least for him to stay top lane? At the moment, no gold for him at all, not in the slightest, just one lasted. No bottle material there unfortunately for him. Definitely needs some kind of regen. Gonna go check a rune, maybe gets a lucky regen rune for example. No one, not even having his own bottle yet because he did start with the null talisman. But 5 and 3. Maxusha at the moment not even level 2 yet. So Puck doing slightly better, but couldn't say it's by a hell of a lot. And Maxusha hits level 2 as well. But Disruptor being level 2, 1 point into Thunderstrike for the harass and the damage. The second into Kinetic Field, so far they feel or don't feel the need to have the glimpse yet. Once you get level 3 probably will be the 1-1 and 1 build for Arseek. As at the moment Maxusha getting some pretty nice XP. Paralyzing Cast won't bounce to anything, so that's not gonna be a just kill attempt or anything. Well, in the meantime, Afterlife once again goes for Pasha. Slows him down by quite a lot by the Whirling Axis, of course. They do need the Lion Hex, it feels like, though, to actually get the kill. Oh, Vasha is dude. Okay. Man, learning something every day. But what does the tuche mean? It's like, dude, you fucker? I don't know. Oh, Pasha might go down, gets another illusion orb though, and he's fine, man. Where's the lion? Just pulling through, wants to get his XP, wants to get the early blink dagger possibly, but not getting the kills. Then again, they do just make Puck back off at all times. SSL has his own bottle, not the most common of items for a Viper as well. And at the moment, since he actually cannot spam out the poison attack that much, not too sure if the bottle was the greatest item choice as it is. I think maybe just going for a straight headrest into mech would have been a little bit better. Maybe he doesn't want to go into mech at all, maybe he's gonna leave that to the Troll Warlord for example. Troll does build mech every now and then, actually rather often even in the previous games. SSL mid lane takes a lot of damage from no one. Power shot of course is or can be that strong. I guess the bottle helps a little bit, but just the headrest passive regeneration wouldn't be too shabby either. Pops a healing cell, so he's gonna be fine for now. Wind Ranger gonna go for the bottom rune. Nobody for the Radiant side to check the top one. And there is stacking going on. Double stack for the big one. Do we have any more stacks? Well, this big camp is also double stacked. So there's some stacking going on for 5 and 3. Troll Warlord, I guess he can farm it up. Maybe not the greatest, but with the 3 or the 2 supports being there as well, they can easily do enough AoE damage against Masusha. Well, he cancels his TP. He's in the trees at the moment, and Seam, I don't think he knows exactly where he is, or he's gonna go and check. He's gonna find Maxusha as well. Don't think he can get the kill without the Omni Slash, especially during nighttime in Night Stalker. He's pretty speedy, even with 1 point into the Stalker in the night. Is he Stalker in the night? Hunter in the night, man. Oh god. I insulted the Night Stalker, guys. I'm terribly sorry. Stalker in the night, see, maybe does sound a little bit harsh, but Hunter in the night. I have to say, man, his name just has Stalker in it, so it would make a little bit sense for it to be Stalker in the night. but Stalker in the night really feels like you should get a restraining order on somebody soon. Metrium though, in some trouble, Arseek finds him. There's the kinetic field as well to keep Metrium in place. There's gonna be a glimpse to follow if need be, although I don't think it entirely is, but they use it anyway. The Hex comes out, one more right click, Arseek cleans up the kill. 2-0 for Vega early on in the game, and not looking too bad. If you compare the farm though, Troll, the exact same lasted amount. Actually the same denies as well as the Juggernaut. That's uncanny, I have to say. So both Saints laners, of course, are sitting on more or less free farm. Oh, what? Oh man, screen teaching me, educating me in Russian. Tuche means... Wait. How the hell could I already forgot what it means? What you? Okay. It's like, Vasha, dude, what you doing? Arseek, no, he gets bashed! First hit bashed by Afterlife. Poison touch to slow him down as well. I think it's gonna be a kill. A few more range right clicks. One more. That is the kill. Actually, time to die noob. Gets it for himself. No one hits the power shot. Needs a little bit more. Shadow Wave keeps Afterlife healthy, but Afterlife, well, he has to run bottom side. But with the Berserkers, Rage, melee form, he runs pretty fast. No one does not have enough mana for another power shot. So they get the kill. Troll does survive. Barely though, but... Well, doesn't matter how much health you get out with as long as you survive. And chat, so helpful. Everybody's so helpful on my Steam friends list. Teaching me some Russian, man. Good old times. I don't know why I said good old times. I've never had anybody teach me Russian or well. Then again, I had Russian for like 5.5 years in school. And I still don't know anything about it. At the moment though. Final free. They get themselves on the board as Afterlife is disconnected. But I think his TP went through anyway. He should be arriving in the base. Just straight after the unpause comes. Looking at the item progression though, Urn of Shadows will be the choice for Undershock's Witch Doctor. Juggernaut might be going for drums next, might be going for like a straight off Mask of Madness after the face boots. Of course it's always a double-edged sword, especially if you're up against a Lion for example. Juggernaut, I've seen a Juggernaut Mask of Madness run at the target and just get fingered and they're dead. Just because you take 30% extra damage, finger is like 600? Yes, 600 damage on the first level already. And suddenly you're dead. I mean, you have 777 HP. How much do you just hope to survive for that, or for how long? No one though is completely drained of mana, and that's the one downside of a Wind Ranger. Although your spells don't cost all that much, They are fairly spammable, and you usually take the liberty to spam auto spells as well. So, oh, just needs the bottle to be refilled. 4 staff might be next, getting a little bit of extra intelligence pool going for yourself. I mean, Yule Scepter has been built on a couple of Wind Ranger. I wouldn't expect this to be the game. Might not even be a 4 staff, might be just like a straight off Maelstrom, for example. At the moment though, Maxusha up to level 4.5, almost up on the Night Stalker. Still not that great, 6.5 minutes in, but it's gotten a little bit better. 9 last hits as well. Puck in the meantime though, only level 3 with 5 last hits, and well, for both offlaners, cannot really just go into the jungle to help out that way. So I'd say that offlane wise, Night Stalker will be maybe a little bit more impactful. Then again, has to wait for the secondary nighttime before he can really just do anything useful, I'd say. Unless 5 and 3 go in with some nice rotations by the supports. Viper also has a haste drone bottled up, that might play a huge part. Has a TP ready, has the haste and the Viper strike. So it just might be easy kills for them. But first we have to get rid of the disconnect issue. Just so many problems all the time. Disconnects, internet problems. Troll himself is just looking at the ground like, guys, please, why do you do this to me? Just let me play this game. It's only a best of 1, guys, just let me finish it. But not gonna happen. So far though, we haven't seen any single ultimate being used in this game. Of course, Juggernaut is the only one together with SSL to have the ultimates. So I guess it's not that surprising, but 6 minutes in, usually you would have at least like 1 ultimate coming out. Or at least have more people having access to their ultimates. At the moment though, still nothing going on. No massive item pickups coming up because it is only 6 minutes and 20 seconds into the game. Looks like Juggernaut, or not Juggernaut, the Troll Warlord is gonna finish up the Ring of Aquila. Of course, having the Slippers of Agility as well as the Sage's Mask in the inventory. I think that was like the only logical conclusion anyway, as it is. Night Stalker also going for the Urn. So Night Stalker more or less has the same farm that a Witch Doctor does at the moment. Looking at the net worth, Witch Doctor even slightly ahead. But then again, Puck is even farther behind. So offlane wise, Maxusha, even if by a slight bit, is doing better than the Puck. Puck though, rotating towards the bottom lane, maybe wants to be a part of the kill, get some XP that way. Definitely access to the Dream Coil is gonna be important for you to just stop the aggression, especially during the nighttime. But even if you have the Dream Coil, a blink is still what mostly makes a Puck just that great of a hero. Extra survivability, just... Also, you need the levels. I mean, Phase Shift level 1 can be used pretty nicely as well, but it just doesn't compare to a level 4. And we're still paused, man. I don't know, I'm just getting such long, drawn out paused games every single time I solo cast. When I do a cast with somebody, it's like epic stomp. Just no pauses, just stomp fest, like 20-25 minute games. And when I get solo, it's like 30-minute pauses or just a series going to the 3rd game for sure when I'm solo casting. Just silly things like that, to be honest. Not that I care as much, but... As long as I can look at this kind of Dota without there's just mass fog and everything, just look at how clean, how cool everything looks. Okay, need to get to the other side of the water. Bam! Look at those trees! Looking good. Of course, it's not like they're looking that bad. It's just they're not the greatest either. Come on, I want to get to the water. Yes! Success! So already totally running out of stuff to say. If I had a co-caster, we could start going over the Russian words we know. Or I don't know what I'm even supposed to say. I can start commenting about the hero's looks in Russian. I'm not sure if I'm gonna pronounce it correctly or butcher it, but Witch Doctor looks like he has an opuchsheye лицо. Probably pronounced it slightly wrong, but maybe you understand. Opuchsheye лицо. Something like that. Oh, how was the color green? Oh, goddamn, cannot remember how was green. Are they green though? Are those eyes green? So, whatever the word is for green and glaza are eyes, right? I think they're eyes. But go has been given, thank God. Oh, man. Being too tired for just solo casting. Going mental already. Although this pause, I guess, hasn't been all that long. It just feels to me. But so far, 6 minutes, 20 seconds in. Not too many kills on the board, but I think that will change when, for example, Lion hits level 6. If he hits level 6, but it's gonna happen eventually. It has to. Afterlife, though, limping his way into the jungle. Not too sure if he wants to stay about or not. I mean, Dazzle could heal him by a tiny bit, but then Dazzle would be extremely low on mana himself. And Afterlife, for some reason, did cancel the TP. No idea why, but do we have a healing cell? Well, they have a couple of tangos to share. Maybe go for like a Morbid Mask, although he's not gonna get it that fast. So he's just gonna stay on lane with 120 HP, no worries, guys. Oh, never mind, healing salve was coming out from the courier, so no biggie. I thought it might just be the Aquila coming out as SSL. TP's to the bottom lane. They want to go for the kill under shock. He's in so much trouble. This ward was just about to expire, but well, it was there for long enough. Suddenly Maxusha, he's level 5. SSL not gonna chase down, or not gonna try to chase down Juggernaut at least. He is of course pretty survivable, has 9 armor as well. Morbid Mask picked up, so Mask of Madness will be the item choice for him. But SSL, nice rotation, they TP in, just pop the haste, easy kills for them. It's pretty important for Night Stalker to get levels like that. I mean, nighttime will end soonish, in about 30 seconds. But he's gonna be perfectly fine handling that. Just wait for the next 4 minutes and by then you should have enough XP. Maybe even a couple of items for you to tank up a little bit, maybe like power threads finished. But Vega now, they have completely sacrificed the top lane, just fuck. Trying to jungle, of course, which isn't going that fast for him. As Pasha. Come on, get some XP, stay in the mid lane. They want to chase some kills, but there's no Dream Coil power shot. Does miss as well. They need the glimpse. They need to get some vision, but Disruptor, first of all, not trying to chase him down completely. Didn't commit to it fully. And Glimpse is only level 2 as well, so might not have been in range in any case. Looking at the last hits though in the mid lane, for example. It is 44 against 41, so he'd rather even mid lane. I would have maybe expected no one to be slightly more ahead in last hit. But Chugger still farming up. Mask of Madness will be finished, or he will have enough gold for the recipe. Witch Doctor has the Urn of Shadows as well, but do they know what Maxusha is about? He does just now hit level 6, picks up that 1 point to darkness. If the TPs are coming in, it's just gonna pop the darkness and go for a kill, maybe on the Disruptor, maybe on the Witch Doctor, but then again, it's always scary if you know the Juggernaut does have the Omni Slash. But the healing ward down, they're going for the tower, and I think they're gonna get it. Cliff is already used, and that's gonna be a tier 1 going down in the favor of Vega. They don't even need to really use the Voodoo Restoration at all. Just healing ward value right there, lasting for just long enough for you to get the tower down. As mid lane, no one has picked up a Gloves of Haste. I think it's gonna be a Maelstrom. A tiny chance that it's a might as well. Mid lane, Shackle comes out. Just for some right clicks though. He has a power shot again. That was a mistake. The Viper Strike in return. He has the wind run, but will it be enough? SSL, well, there's the Thunder Strike. Kinetic Field will keep SSL in place. The Glimpse was used, although it got him to safety. And he's gonna run into Metrium and time to die. Earth Spike is there. Hex, will it fall or no? Wanted to go for some other targets. Now they're spreading up. Metrium drops low on the shock. He needs a little bit more. The Shallow Grave to buy some time, but time to die, noob. He's gonna die. That was extremely weird by the supports of Fire and Free. It didn't feel like they were in unison for that game. Seema though sees Metrium, and just look at how low this Lion is. Mask of Madness, easy chase down. Don't really need the Omni Slash. Undershock even just gets the kill for himself. So 4-2 being the overall tally now. Night Stalker, at least he's getting some XP. He's almost level 7 now, rotates into the mid lane. He did activate the darkness from beforehand, so it's gonna expire soon enough, and he's not gonna be able to do anything with this darkness. Although he might go for a Hand of Midas himself, catch up in levels, get some guaranteed farm, get like an Aghanims, maybe an Abyssal Blade, something along those lines. But if you look at the graphs, it is about a 2k lead for Vega in net worth. 250 XP lead for 5 and 3 though. Troll completely focusing on the jungle with his Helm of the Dominator now. A little bit weird that they don't have like a Lion, for example, on the safe lane at the same time farming up. Puck though is level 6, so I guess it's not that easy as a support to stay on that lane. But even then, just completely sacrificing your top lane is a little bit awkward. Now though, does it look like either team wants to go for any massive just rotations? Maybe 5 and 3 want for the mech to be finished on the Viper first. Afterlife though will slow down Pasha, will go for the whirling axis melee version of it. Take some damage for Pasha, he should be fine I think, unless Afterlife gets to be a bash lord. Right clicks come, one even gets dodged by a phase shift. So Puck will just be fine, as in the meantime SSL goes down, Death Ward, Static Storm was used. No focus fire because it's not picked up yet, but I have a funny feeling that a shackle shot was that set it all up. So 5 and 2 now. Vega still looking pretty decent. Patrol is farming up. Juggernaut not that far ahead. Especially considering that they do have a 1 tower advantage for Vega as well. Puck, level 6. Getting a little bit closer, but not all that close still. Oh no! Don't kill the range creep, man. He was cared for with love. There was lots of joy in his life and you took it all away. Of course, with that, you took away some joy from the Troll Warlord as well. He must have been linked to the creep. He felt the pain as the range creep died. For sure, guys. For sure. Afterlife though will slow down no one. He doesn't care that much about it. No shackle shot yet. Glimpse comes out. Maybe not to the best of position, but kinetic field getting a little bit of extra value. He just tries to turn things around. No battle trance popped yet. There's the shackle shot. But they cannot follow up. They don't have Static Storm, they don't have their ultimates. Well, apart from Juggernaut, who gets silenced up, slowed down, but he's gonna be just fine for now. Yasha will be the next item for him as well. Mech is being built by SSL. Needs another 570 or so gold for it. In the meantime, no one has finished up the Maelstrom. Still no focus fire. But we'll kind of need an Aghanims anyway to make the greatest use of the Maelstrom or a Mjolnir to come. At least together with the focus fire. Now though, are we going to see a Shackle? Oh yes we are! Beautifully set up. Arseek will have the Static Storm, will land as well. Lion cannot really come close. Shallow Grave though will buy some time. Will it be enough? Death Ward gets cancelled. This is still trying to TP out and... oh god. Just the TP was a tad too late. Another shackle shot. Why no one? My freaking god. What a pro he is. Gets a few lightning procs as well. Maxusha will come in from the backlines. Kinetic field is there, but Arseek cannot really do anything about it. There comes Afterlife with the whirling axis. Well, never mind. Seema, he comes in. Omniscience Maxusha. He's down. Afterlife. They need only a slow. That's it. Shackle shot is on the cooldown. But Paralyzing Gas, will that be enough with the lightning procs? I think with him few more right clicks, the power shot. And Seema goes in with the spin. Blade Fury gets the kill and suddenly they can pressure the tier 2 as well, although all of them are pretty damn low on mana. So I'm not too sure if it would be wise to just hang around here. But Seema finally came in, got the Omni Slash, he's level 11 as well. I think he was level 11 before getting those kills even. Not entirely sure, maybe it was level 10 at the time, but from now on will be a minimum of a level 2 Omni Slash. Will leave a double damage to be picked up by Wind Ranger, and that is pretty scary in all fairness. With the double damage gonna hit for 200 plus damage, then the Maelstrom procs in between as well. But top lane, are we gonna see a kill on Maxusha again? Still trying to go for a Midas, or is he? Nope. Or maybe, I don't know. Just at least at the moment nothing is on the courier. SSL still needs about another 400 or so as well for the mech. But what does the Puck have? Well, if they get this tower down with the double damage with the focus fire, they might as well get it down, and indeed they do. And that's gonna mean Pasha Ebashu, Blink Puck will come out, and 5 and 3, they probably have no idea this is there. I mean, they thought that they shot down the Puck, and to be honest, they did slow him down. They did go for a non-power threats build with the Blink Rush. Although Arseek will get the kinetic field. Maxusha, can he catch up? Just his silence, no void to even slow the target down. So easy escapes for now. Afterlife though, having himself a Yasha, I guess SNY might be the just item choice for him. There is a tiny chance for a meta style as well to get rid of the Waning Rift, for example. Or it might be casual Yasha into something like a BKB instead. There are 3 stacks of Ancients as well near my top lane. Puck gets a kill, Dream Coil. Just Blink Puck. A whole different beast than from a non-Blink one. Seema the Slayer though has the Omni Slash, has the Invisor. Oh no! Oh no, Lion! You don't even need an Omni Slash for that, just a Blade Fury will do. He cannot even just hex anybody, Metrim. You poor bastard, just couldn't do anything about it. And in a lot of games, I've seen Lions have a similar fate. Lion definitely a hero that wants to just make stuff happen earlier, focus massively on pulling, getting double pulls through as well. As Mech at least is finished on Viper, so maybe that's gonna give them enough just stayability, durability in those fights to keep on going. But Seema the Slayer in the meantime, only about 450 gold short of finishing up the Manta, but they're coming in, Healing Ward is down, Blade Fury is there, but Thundershock, can he do anything? Death Ward, not gonna get too much value going. And the rest of Vega just completely ditched the Witch Doctor. It's like, okay dude, just you stay here, you help us do anything, just escape. And now 5-3 with some collective effort. Oh man, collective effort, good stuff. But they do bring down the Ancients. I do believe it was a quad stack of them. So Juggernaut, maybe they got a little bit too greedy there. Mid lane, they get the slow on the stick. He got a nice kinetic field down. Static Storm is there as well, but will it even be enough? The right clicks from Viper, I think Arseek is dead. Uses a glimpse, but doesn't really turn anything around. Pasha, he's gonna get slowed down. Poison attacks as well, he's gonna die! Okay, well that was horrible. Double kill for Maxusha. Night time does end now, but man, that wasn't great at all. And they might even lose a tier 1 for this. The glyph is used from Vega, of course. For every tier 1 death, you should use the glyph. Maybe it's even enough to keep it alive. With the Puck death though, I highly doubt that. As Puck himself has picked up Gloves of Haste, he might be going for Power Treads, although it's not that uncommon to see a Midas after a blink on a Puck. Just to ensure that you can get like an Aghanims if need be, unless the enemy goes for mass PKBs or maybe a Hex of your own. But with their last just engagement, 5-3 showing some signs of life. Before this they were almost 10k net worth behind, still a solid 7.5k lead for Vega, XP about 5k as well. So they have quite high to climb, and Troll was, yeah, he was seen by this Observer Ward. No one hanging about. So he doesn't have too much mana to work with though. If he shackles as well as power shots, he more or less has nothing. Oh, he got the blink out just before the whirling ranged axe is connected. Nicely done, making it so that there's even not a tiny chance of harass coming his way. As Metrim in the mid lane with Maxusha, if they get the silence, Seema might be screwed. Does he have a meta style? He does. BKB might be next, picks up an Ogre Club. I guess it might be an SNY as well, or there's a tiny chance of even a Heaven's Halberd. And with a Battle Trance, with a Troll being on the enemy side, Halberd won't be that bad of an item. Also making it so that Viper cannot really slow anybody down with the poison attacks for the duration of the disarm. Mid lane though, we might have a clash. Maxusha pops his darkness as well. And with the darkness, everybody tries to back off as Afterlife, together with Time to Die Noob, having of course the fervor. It's only 2 points into it at the moment, but if really necessary, he can even pop the Battle Trance, but his life still is plenty. I mean, Dazzle gonna help out a little bit, of course, as well. But now, there's the Battle Trance. They want to finish up Roche. Glimpse was already used, but can they catch anybody at all? TP's attempted. Shackle Shot will not connect on Afterlife, but they might get the Aegis. At least they're gonna try to. Nope, no Dream Coil. Pasha waited a little bit too long. Got Earth Spike for his troubles, and that's Lion getting a blink, I think. Although Lion can even escape, gets the Hex onto Pasha. Whirling Axe ranged and melee. Finger of Death to get an easy kill. Arseek now, he's gonna be the next to fall until Mask of Madness. Omni Slash. Maxusha still alive. Oh, the immediate crit after the Omni Slash to Afterlife. Will lose his Aegis. Can they do some more though? Shackle Shot once again off cooldown for no one. Blade Fury activated. Shackle will land, but only auto creep. No 2 heroes are caught. As Juggernaut spin TP out, so he's safe for now. They get only 1 kill though. They lose 2. That was a little bit weird of a start anyway from the Puck. Just going a little bit too deep there, but 12 to 8 is the kill score now. 5-3. Not looking too shabby. I mean, Troll is still farming with pretty reasonable speed. BKB though, finished on him as well now, so that's gonna make things a lot easier. No shackles to be afraid of, no static storm that can just stop you in your tracks. Pasha will get out of the clutches of the Viper, of course. Not that hard of an escape anyway, and are we gonna see some turnaround? I wouldn't think so. Viper should be too tanky for Vega to handle at the moment. At least without a Wind Ranger or a Juggernaut being there. Pasha, is he gonna jump somebody? I mean, we do have our Seek around, so he has the Static Storm, but they really feel like they need some muscle, and well, muscle is coming for 5-3 though. Troll not gonna be able to run straight at them. They might want to get the tier 1, but Vega, they have more heroes about as well. Phase Shift is there, but he gets Urge Spike. Can he get the Dream Coil? Well, never mind, it was already used. No Waning Rift though, but it's gonna be plenty to get Afterlife down with the Paralyzing Cask, Death Ward, and the Static Storm being there. He didn't even use his BKB for some odd reason, to be honest. Maybe it was stun locked. Arseek, he's gonna lose his life to SSL, and well, everybody's trying to escape from him. No one not manning up at all. A little bit weird, but Sima, he's on the run. He's pretty speedy with the face boots. In the end, should be able to catch up, and SSL does not have himself a TP or blink or anything. So Sima, he can take his time, even with the corrosive skin just screwing them up a little bit. And Paralyzing Cask, one more right click, no one does get the kill. So 14 to 10, 2 core heroes down. Vega, they did lose a puck as well as the Disruptor, but it is well worth it. Especially considering that the Troll pretty much should be carrying the entire weight of 5-3 at the moment. And I'm not too sure if the Troll got shackled from the previous fight in the Death Ward as well as the Static Storm. I think that must have been the reason why he didn't BKB. In any case though, Night Stalker, what has he accomplished thus far? He's been a part of 6 kills, but really hasn't put in the fear of Night into the Vega side, it feels like. I mean, support's definitely not that survivable. Even a Puckman 834 HP is absolutely just nothing. But no team still wants to go for any kind of mass aggression. For 5-3, I think just waiting for a BKB and Night Stalker probably a better choice. Does Troll have anything coming up soon? Maybe an SNY, maybe a meta style, but it's not as soon for you to have to wait for it. Then again, maybe you want to wait for a Viper BKB. So if you're running with triple BKBs and you don't get stun locked before actually activating them, you are gonna be in a lot of trouble if you're Vega. Because once the BKBs come out, I mean, yes, they have the Omni Slash. Wow, he's level 3. Is somebody else level 16? Not quite yet. Troll will soon enough be though. So come on guys, give us some action, give us some pushing, anything. Vega, they are just throwing a line. It's like, you guys push the lane, we're gonna come in from the side, gonna just wreck face with the Omni Slash, win game, GG. Whereas 5-3 are like, okay guys, let them just try to split push, we're gonna do the exact same thing of our own. We do have a Lion Blink though, and it's strong, but funny enough, not a single point into mana drain. So his ability to just go for multiple fights in a row is in question at the moment, I'd say. But it might be a tier 2 for a tier 1 trade. Not a good one for 5-3 unless they really want to just keep on going. Or Vega, will they back off first? It's a game of chicken. Who is gonna give? And looks like Vega, they wussed out. They TP to the bottom lane, maybe in hopes to just get some easy kills and all to defend their motherland. Oh, Arseek, Blink, Hex, Finger of Death. They get the kill. Wood Restoration at tad too late. Paralyzing will bounce a couple of times, but BKBs are there. Omni Slash, will it do enough? Doesn't look like it. The Weave is there as well. Time to die now. He has to die indeed. But he gets the Shallow Grave off and the TP next. Disruptor buys back, gets the glimpse. Shackle Shot will not connect on Time to Die and SSL, and now no one. He's in the middle of nowhere. Does get one kill, but Maxusha, will he go down in return with Pasha's help? Yes, he will. See Mother Slayer. In the meantime, trying to just clean up from the back lines. No Omni Slash anymore as SSL is gonna just TP out. I don't think there's a glimpse. Oh, there is the glimpse! Got it just. SSL even got back to base for a second. And now Illusion up to do the damage. The right clicks from Seema to follow. Pasha picks up a double kill for himself. 4 heroes die overall. Troll does manage to run away, of course. Pretty damn speedy as well with the Yasha and the face boots. But still, it's kind of an even fight in the end, just because Disruptor brought back. But Vega coming slightly out ahead from this one. Now the Witch Doctor picks... Wow, what? He has an Aghanim Scepter already. What? He has to make sure he doesn't get picked off like that anymore. And with the Daggenims, he can do so much. There's the Paralysis Gas, Maledict to follow, Blink Silence, no Dream Coil, but the Illusion Orb will connect. The Maledict might even be enough. Afterlife needs a BKB, needs some help. Yeah, even the negative burn was used. Maledict, is it only level 1? Yes, so he's gonna survive. Level 2 Maledict, easy kill, might still be a kill. One more right click, BKB activated. Oh god, Berserker's Rage gets him some extra health. Now Pasha, his Earth spiked up. With the urn, gonna get healed though, so he's fine for now. But man, what a clutch escape there. I thought Pasha almost has it, but he got the 9-second BKB out of the troll for more or less the troll's survival. Although even without the BKB, probably would have survived because Puck wasn't diving that deep for it. Maybe without the BKB he would have though, no just clue what to say. Not gonna try to figure out what the players were thinking themselves at the time, but... I mean, Maxusha at least has a BKB now as well on the Night Stalker. 10-second still, so... Pure, long. 9-second up on Seema the Slayer's Chugger though. There's gonna be an Aghanim Scepter soon-ish as well on the Wind Ranger finished up. Needs another like 550 or so gold. Are we gonna see that gold being just screwed up though? Oh god, Afterlife! Be careful! Kyotskete! Aghanim Scepter picked up on Viper, so finally 12-second cooldown only on it. But there's the jump in, the shackle shot, what a shackle shot, are you kidding me? The Death Ward will follow, the bounces come through. Static Storm quad 2 as well with the kinetic field, of course. Metrium gets glimpsed back into the power shot, one more right click. Seema with his BKB secures the kill. Omni Slash, oh no, back to the creeps. Okay, that was a fail Omni Slash, what can I say? But that was extremely lucky for the Night Stalker that he was just in range. I was so sure Night Stalker is out of range of the creeps, which were around here. And Night Stalker was on this side. But they get the tier 2. Everything set up by the Wind Ranger. What a blink shackle shot, man. Wow. Just massive. No one showing off his skills. Only one death so far in this game. And this is going to be a tier 3 going down. I think Rax might be salvaged here as well. We'll see. Scrap metal incoming because 5 and 3, they are not ready to defend. Lion will come back as well. Yule Scepter though now finished up. They have the negative weave on them, but they're gonna clean up the range racks and then back the hell off. Maxusha not even gonna try to go for a kill. No one. Oh, he blinks out. He saw a Night Stalker coming. Of course, it was a rather greedy TP just in front of the base, but he's gonna survive thanks to the blink. Not gonna be able to get home that fast, but doesn't matter. He has Wind Run maxed out after all. So 21 to 13, a Rax advantage for Vega. Aghanim Scepter done on the Wind Ranger. 4 staff will be there for the Disruptor. Puck going for an Aghanims of his own after the Yule Scepter he finished. And wow, Chugger 5.2k gold. Hello money. 5.2k. Of course, that's pretty much the amount that he's ahead. Butterfly next maybe. Nope. Gonna be a Monkey King bar. It's definitely not the bad item to go for up against Troll, who otherwise can create a mischance. Maybe like a Heaven's Halberd coming out for a Night Stalker later on as well. Well, a blink is picked up on Afterlife side. He can get a little bit closer, and when the Battle Trance is activated and you have the Berserker's Rage on melee form, you can actually do quite a lot when you get straight next to somebody if you get enough patches. And with a level 3 Battle Trance, usually Troll Warlords are just mass Bash Lords. But it's just Vega, it's looking so good for them. Even their support, just having the Witch Doctor with the Aghanims now has a Ghost Scepter to survive the onslaught of a Viper, for example. And Viper, just Aghanim Scepter or not, if you can't use it, it doesn't matter. But there's the bonus armor coming out. Definitely going to be helpful against the Death Ward, against the Juggernauts. Omni Slash as well. No one. He's going to break the smoke. Are they going to get jumped? Blink comes forward. Darcy. He's going to go down first. But there's the Dream Coil. Lands on free as well. The Death Ward bouncing for. Look at the damage. Weaver, no, it's not enough. Seema, he's still around as well. Omni Slash was, of course, already used. That's why they did drop so low, even with the Death Ward being there. But Maxusha still wants to keep on going. Did he just activate the Darkness before his death? Oh, I think he did. So that didn't help out. And Shackle Shot, they just run into it as well. Can they do some more Wind Run to slow them down? And that's going to be 4 heroes down. Easy kills, only losing a Disruptor. I mean, Disruptor didn't even get off a single spell, I think, that fight. But who the hell cares? And that is GG, called by Afterlife. 5 and 3. They have to tap out, man. The 2 last fights just went way too damn well for Vega. The Death Ward, just Seema the Slayer, having the Monkey King bar, going in with a huge Omni Slash like that. So guys, this was only the first series of the day though. We have 2 more coming up. The second one was supposed to start right now, but I guess we're gonna go into the lobby. It is going to be Vega Squadron versus My Insanity. So between those 2 teams, definitely it's gonna be pretty exciting, man. Both did lose up against X Game, but whoever wins against each other will have a slightly better chance after, or they have to win against X Game more or less anyway, the secondary game. But if they win against X Game, it's still gonna come down to who wins that matchup, Vega or My Insanity. But having said that, guys, I'm gonna head into the lobby. It should start probably within the next 10 minutes, maybe even a little bit earlier. But thank you guys for just tuning in, supporting HeflaTV as well as the Bridon League itself. If you're a fan of Dota TV, the first season's ticket is absolutely free, so you can check it out on Dota TV as well. We won't mind. Of course, it's always nice to have you on stream. I do try to check out chat if I can, and well, having said that, guys, once again, much appreciated. And if you want to see more of HeflaTV, be sure to follow us on HeflaTV on both Facebook as well as Twitter. And for myself personally, it is @Coucher if you want to leave me some feedback or something. But now, guys, see you for game 2, just a few songs in between.